Alrighty, now we're gonna go on to Danny, who this is just his, I guess, second tournament with us. He had never really played, I guess, group multiplayer last time. This time, Danny is taking Khorne, and our champion Squid is taking Cathay. Danny's brought along Scarbrand. Looks like he brought along. I think that is the skull cannon. Big mortal contingent, and then a couple Chaos Warhounds and a couple Furies versus a lot more Jade Warriors. These are the Celestial Dragons or Celestial Dragon Guard or whatever. I think they shoot two bolts per shot, but a bit more of an elite force, or more elite force, I guess mid tier, versus when Danny brought this army, he brought mainly. Let's see, are these? Oh no, these are just Jade Warriors with crossbows. I am wrong. So, more of a mid-tier force instead of Danny's super wide kind of peasantry force. And Danny here, let's see, is this the skull cannon? No, this is a bloodshine. So this needs to be in combat kind of, if it's close to these things, that the infantry contingent, it can do pretty good. It's decent on its own, but it has aura effects here. Where are the good ones? Here we go. Passive, +5 melee attack, +4 to leadership. It can just heal itself in combat. Scarbrand, though, just charging straight in. Took the brunt of the force, so the crossbows took the Iron Hail Gunners, just pushed through everything, but lots of Jade Warriors with halberds around. And then there's a cannon. This is just not a good spot for Scarbrand. He can't be this unsupported. There are Furies back here, the Blood Shrine, and he's trying to get back and shut this down. But this is what your Warhounds are for, to run around the outside and get into this kind of thing. Still, like, if this wasn't like a 3,000 point unit, if this was cheaper, this might be worth it. But like, you really didn't shut down. You scared him, but you didn't shut down anything. And now a Sky Lantern's coming in and just taking pot shots at you. This is a very good engagement for Danny, though. Chaos Warriors versus the Iron Hail Gunners. Squid is just kind of run his units everywhere. I think he can also win this. Just Chaos Warriors on Jade Warriors with Furies on the other side. There's the Skull Cannon. The Skull Cannon actually needs to be about up here in the mid. It has good range, but it doesn't have good accuracy at range. Scarbrand is still alive, but just fighting, yeah, okay, that's Celestial Dragon Guard. Like, that is the elite of the elite with halberds. That's not where Scarbrand wants to be, especially with basically flying crane gunners shooting him and crossbows aiming at him. What would actually be good is these Furies didn't just die, to fly them over and take out the Sky Lantern. Sky Lantern has no defense. It's not nearly as buff as the Sky Junk. 3,700 hit points. Spawn of Chaos are coming in. Don't know if I would have. I mean, it looks like they're gonna win, but this I think is a pretty costly win for the Bloodshine. It's not making up its hit points. It should be over here on these Jade Warriors. That would be the better target. Okay, and it looks like he's going there. Let's see if these Dragon Guard do not notice. This is another great pick for Danny right here. Right now, Danny is actually holding 2 points. So these Furies, though, what they should target is this Sky Lantern or these Crane Gunners. Danny has somehow managed to get Chaos Warriors all the way around the back. They're going to be pulled back into combat with these Jade Warriors with halberds. Skull Cannon is in combat. I think at this point you just kind of pull the Skull Cannon back out over here and just shoot in a couple rounds. So spawn. Spawn and Chaos Warriors. This is actually pretty good because they have support. It is a little bit unfortunate that there's just spears and halberds and everything around them. But at least they have support, which most of the time I don't see, at least in our tournament. These Warhounds need to... Oh, they are holding up these Peasant Horsemen. The Bloodshine is no more, though, and here comes the Terracotta Sentinel. Minotaurs of Khorne. I think those need to be brought in before the spawn. Spawn will sit here and fight for ages, but I think the Minotaurs could do a bit more hard hitting. And I don't know if Danny has anything to take on something so big. Ooh, that's... Oh, it's a rough first hit. Yeah, Danny is about to learn firsthand, though, that these Dragonblood Lords aren't as weak as you might think they are. I would send the Furies to just finish off the Peasant Horsemen, bring the Warhounds up here. So Warhounds can recapture this point. I did not see the second unit coming in. Yeah, good on Danny for diverting forces here. But yeah, there's no point for these Warhounds to try to take out this Lord. That's just never going to happen. I think these Warhounds would be better spent up here holding that point 1. Or sorry, what is this? Is this point 2 over here? Oh, they always label these weird. Like 1, 2, 3, but then other times it's 1, 2, 3. Furies need to come back over here and just help break. I guess there's some over there. And they are winning it, but this is not a good spot for Danny right now. The Bloodletters aren't winning. Where are the... Oh, the Minotaurs are going for the Jade Warriors. Everything is... Looks like Danny's trying to pull out of this combat. It is good to get the Minotaurs away from all these halberds. So I will say that is actually a good call, despite my initial reaction to it. This is the issue with all the mortal units, though. Wavering leadership. And now the Lord is there. Skull Cannon is dying to halberds. I think that so far the moral with this story is, unfortunately, Danny just doesn't watch where his large is going, and his Cathay and Squid just brought so much anti-large. Danny is bringing in another wave, and it looks like he still has another 1,500 reserve. Okay, now it's down to 5. But yeah, this is yet another wave of fast movers. I think he could send his Warhounds up here and capture this point. These Jade Warriors aren't going to do anything. He could at least get this back down to his score. I would not be sending the spawn first. This is part of the issue I was talking about with the Khorne versus Khorne mirror match. Different speeds, and the Bloodletters are fast as far as infantry. for Khorne, and they will kind of munch everything over here. This is their choice targets, but I guess he did tie it down, so I can't complain too much. But I do feel like they're just unsupported in this fight, especially if this Terracotta decides to come in and support. I'm criticizing, but it seems like their calls are turning out better than my calls. Yeah, see, this is an easy capture now. Oh. Interesting. I thought the one unit of Furies would have taken it out. Was there something else shooting? These. I wonder if those guys were helping support. This is what I get for recording first thing in the morning. So the Terracotta did come in and finally engage in combat. This could be the end of it. Denny really needs to win here. And then this is hard because I don't think Furies can beat Jade Warriors. This might be the one to try to nitpick off here. Think these Warhounds go up this way. They're definitely not doing anything over here. I think Bloodshine and Warhounds could take this 0.3. But yeah, at the same time, like just looking at the forces of Cathay coming in, what do you kind of do? But there's not enough effort up here. Everything's just being kind of sacrificed. Terracotta goes down. And then all of Khorne breaks. Which is, this will always happen at least once per battle of Khorne, I feel. And it is the most frustrating thing when you just watch your whole army go away. Don't approve of just sending the Bloodshine off unsupported. Like, he might be able to take out the Lord, but you're sacrificing a unit there. The Warhounds came back. Yes. Warriors are just kind of sitting around. And I think that is about it. Khorne is not fast enough to capture enough points to stop the inevitable demise. And that is that.